announced in Lawrence for the Merrimack Valley Habitat for Humanity that we're actually doing a veterans build that's actually houses going to veterans. Veterans have participated with Habitat in a lot of builds.
Yeah.
The old monastery downtown, we did a lot of work with them as well, but we were just there as volunteers to build. And this is a veterans build for veterans, which it's really a great thing that we've been working with.
Maldonado, these are all the people that worked at the pancake breakfast.
Oh
He
yeah,
poured the coffee, she did
yes.
the juice, he flipped the pancakes, she did everything. We poured the coffee, we cleaned up, and that's why we're here, because of all these people.
No, you're more appreciated.
I ate pancakes.
Huh? You ate them, right?
We met at the luncheon in Lawrence. In Lawrence, and we sat across from each other, and we were just talking, gave him our card, and about a month ago, we got a phone call. I got a phone call from Mr. Toomey and says, "Hey, we got some money left over from the pancake breakfast. We would like to donate it to a veteran, or what do you got?" And first thing that came to mind was Mr. Maldonado, and I said, "Look, we have a veterans bill that we're doing at for Habitat in Lawrence. It's going to a veteran from Lawrence, so let's keep everything in Lawrence." And it ended up working out. A lot of phone calls, a lot of going back and forth, a lot of coordination, and I know it's a little late, and we appreciate everybody that could make it. And we said, whatever time works for you, we're flexible, and here we are. So thank you, everybody, and Jamie, the VSO. We've been communicating as well. We've been trying to get some funds to get this going, and we're a lot closer now. So thank you for everything that you guys have done. We appreciate it. As for myself, the Veterans Northeast Outreach Center, and Maldonado family, thank you for
Deeply
everything.
appreciated.
Yeah.
We've been knowing the Maldonado family since they moved and relocated here to Lawrence, and wonderful family, service oriented. They've done a multitude of volunteering for the city and organizations in the city, and assisting in a lot of the different events that we have in the city, such as Beautification Day, which is coming up May 20th, where we change out all the flags in the cemetery. Memorial Day,
My third year.
he's volunteered every year since he's been here. And as you may or may not know, part of the program that Merrimack Valley Habitat for Humanity does, they provide these homes, and a lot of people don't know, but their down payment is given through what they call sweat equity. All right, so him and the family volunteer many hours, and that is their down payment. What a lot of people don't know, and what you're doing today is going towards and is extremely helpful for, is the closing cost. That still does fall on the family and the newly appointed homeowners. That comes out of pocket. So this is very gracious, it's very appreciated. I'm here again just to support my fellow veteran and his family that I've known since they've been here, and I cherish dearly. I consider them extended family personally. But I, on their behalf, am extremely grateful for the organization and what you've done, what you're doing here today. Thank you very much.
Today's date is 04-217-2017. 01843 is their new zip code for this house. 1105-2017 is this year Cummings Pancake Breakfast. And 1954 is Roger Toomey's years of service in the Air Force. And 2016, which is the check number, is the money came from last year's pancake breakfast.
Oh wow!
So, just a little play on numbers.
My name is Julian Jaramillo. I am the housing specialist for the Veterans Northeast Outreach Center, and I'm also on the Family Selection Committee for Habitat for Humanity.
Yes, sir. My name is Joseph Maldonado, and these are my two children, Sebastian and Joseph Anthony. And I'm like the lucky guy ever since I got here 3 years ago. And I got this beautiful house.
So almost a year ago, Habitat for Humanity began this Family Selection Committee for a veterans build for two veterans in Lawrence. the applications came in. The family selection committee went out. We met with the families, and the two families that selected were the Maldonado family and the Velasquez family. Roger Toomey and his lovely wife at the Veterans Luncheon last November gave him my business card. And I was like, you know, if you ever need anything, is there anything I can do for you, give me a call. And she called me about a month ago. She's like, Julian, it's Roger Toomey. It's like, hey, how you doing? She goes, well, we have some funding left over from the Veteran Pancake Breakfast, and we'd like to do a donation to a nonprofit. I said, well, what are the guidelines? You know, what are we looking at? And she said, well, we have $500 left over from the Pancake Breakfast, and we're trying to find somewhere to donate it to. And I said, well, would you be interested in helping a veteran with his closing costs? He's a veteran from Lawrence who's buying a house through Habitat for Humanity in Lawrence. And she's like, oh, well, what better place than to keep everything local? And that's one big thing about nonprofits and fundraisers. We want to make sure that the funds stay locally. And it doesn't get any more local than to a veteran who lives in Lawrence who's buying a house in Lawrence. So she says, let me get back to the committee and talk to everybody, to the whole team, and see if they're in agreement. And she calls me back, and we've just been playing phone tag and trying to coordinate this whole effort to this day. The majority of the people, as you know, everybody works. And she said, can we do 6 o'clock on Thursday? And I'm like, we can do any time. You're the graciousness of your organization. We'd love to be there at any time. And we talked to Joseph, we talked to Jamie Melendez, and that brought us here. So it's been a huge help for the Maldonado family to get one step closer to the closing cost for his house.
I get emotional, so it's a dream come true, you know. I didn't think everything, ever since I came from Puerto Rico, you know, looking for a better life for my kids and, you know, for my wife and myself, you know, that I couldn't find in Puerto Rico. So everything's like economically in Puerto Rico, like very, like hold still. So we moved here, she moved here first with my bigger kid. And she called me and said, look, I got a job for you. This veteran that I know, she was talking about Jamie Melendez. So he said that to come down here, we'll help you out to get a job and, you know, help you out to get settled. And I just took vacation from my job down there as a security guard, you know, minimum wage. And I got here and I stayed here. I just sent my resignation back home through an email, and I've been here ever since. You know, everything's been falling apart. Been going to church, help out in the community. That's how I started out here, helping a lot in the community senior center, a lot of VA, you know, organization, helping them out also, and through them, that's how I knew about Habitat. One day they had the conference.
Yes.
They had a conference, and Jamie took me out of my bed and said, hey, get over here quick, you know, this is for you, this is for you, this is yours, you need to come over here. And I went there, filled out the application, and you know, it's been a blessing ever since, you know.